The Dark Knight is hot on the heels of one of his oldest foes, but he's not acting like he normally does. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop in the pages of Detective Comics issue number 990 and find out for ourselves, shall we? So, picking up from where the last issue left off, the current murder investigation that Batman has been working leads him directly into old Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. Batman's still kind of disillusioned over how easy Harvey has been making it so far, but Two-Face says that he's not Harvey anymore, that he's been dead since their last meeting. This leads to a fight with Two-Face's henchmen, wherein I gotta say massive points for creativity here. Pretty much all of the henchmen Batman fights here are references to other Two-Face henchmen from other mediums. We got the video game guys, we got a couple of the movie guys in here, it's great. Now all during this fight, Two-Face continues to say that it's actually Jim Gordon who's at the epicenter of all this and that he's the one Batman should be blaming. He further goes on to say that henchmen are really just a double fake. Two-Face wanted Batman to come into his hideout so he could blow it up with him inside. You know, classic supervillain stuff. This means Batman is forced to let Two-Face escape while he has to round up all the henchmen and keep them from getting blown up. Aw, see, Batman really does care about henchmen. He might break their jaws and put them in traction, but he's not going to let them die in explosions if he doesn't have to. From there, Batman uncharacteristically decides to take a break, regroup, figure out what's going on, and even lets Duke do a little detective work during the daytime. And oh wow, what a weird artistic choice here, but does Duke not look like a full man here and not a child? Signal did manage to find some interesting information on what Two-Face is doing. He's been dealing with Kobra, but more importantly than that, the base that Batman broke up was only one of two, because of course it's one of two bases. And yeah, hey, speaking of Kobra, what's up with them? They were clearly involved with the terrorist planner from the beginning of this arc, but they've been pretty silent. Well, that is until they're not silent anymore. They lead a full-out assault on the GCPD, killing criminals and regular people alike. Poor Gordon and Bullock are completely blindsided by this attack, and they would have been killed too if it wasn't for the quick intervention of, well, Two-Face. Yeah, he comes in gun blazing and actually saves the cops. That is, of course, if it is Two-Face at all and not the Harvey Dent personality resurfacing again. This is definitely what Batman and Gordon talk about later, saying that perhaps Harvey is going out of his way to try and balance the evil that his other half is doing, even if his other half doesn't know he's doing it. It's all too easy for Batman to riddle out where Two-Face is hiding out on a bridge that divides the two halves of the different parts of Gotham. Only here's the twist: when Batman comes to Harvey, he doesn't come to fight. He thinks that no matter what's going on right now, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and Kobra is far more dangerous than Two-Face. And as the comic winds down too, we see that Two-Face is actually giving Batman a run for his money. Literal money. He's got a giant coin too, only it's all messed up on one side. And so that was Detective Comics number 990, everybody, and overall I think James Robinson managed to win me back on a story that was slowly losing me. I like this idea of Two-Face maybe not being a villain, or at the very least the Harvey Dent persona is trying to put to rest some skeletons from his past. Robinson also does a good job reminding the reader that, hey, there's other people and other things happening in Batman's life right now, and maybe they should get referenced here to reward people who read a little bit of everything. Cover work's also top-notch on this one, both the variant cover and the regular cover. Overall, I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. I had a pretty good time with it. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, did you know, outside just making great weekly comic videos, I'm also on several comic book podcasts, some of which are very popular. There's the Weekly Pull, which the shirt I'm wearing right now. That one goes every other Tuesday. Then there's the Elseworlds Exchange over on the Comic Pop channel. That's every Wednesday around 3 to 5, give or take. And then how could I possibly forget the Comic Multiverse, the show hosted by myself and Matt of Fortress of Solitude. That one goes live on this channel every Wednesday at 8, and also SoundCloud and iTunes later on. Be sure to check out and subscribe to those if you haven't already. I assure you, you won't be mistaken.